الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. We are grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has brought us to this blessed masjid. Also rainy day, make dua, your dua is mustajab. And whenever Nabi Muhammad sees rain, you said Allahumma sayyiban nafi'a. Allahumma sayyiban nafi'a. Ya Allah, give us a beneficial rain. And amongst others, dua that will be answered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are du'as made when the rain is falling. So whatever hajat you have got now, please make dua inshallah. Make dua for your family and all your loved ones. But be careful, your dua will not be answered by Allah if you don't mention one name, Haron, Hassan, Akhtar. Doa macam mana banyak pun tak sebut nama saya, rasa-rasa betul Osman? Osman yang betul saja, Alhamdulillah. So therefore, brothers in Islam, we just came back from Umrah, it was all good. We make dua that you and your family will soon be coming to the Holy Land, inshallah. You and all your loved ones coming, inshallah. There are many nowadays people who go on DIY, they go on their own, others juga. And sometimes they felt comfortable doing DIY, but those who still want to follow the travel agency, they can still go lah, yeah. Last time it was a sense of pride. I went to Rome, I went to Switzerland, I went to London, but nowadays nothing of that nature lah. Orang pun dah tak kisah sangat. Sebab balik umrah Ustaz, people will start to hug you. Di balik Switzerland, orang pun tak perlu pun. Balik London, orang tak perlu. They say they want to take barakat from you, returning from the Holy Land. And I think it's very healthy. Even a few couple got married and this will be their honeymoon. So they went their honeymoon on Umrah. I think that is good. And they are young couple who just got married. So as I say, sometimes what is in trend last time may not be in trend nowadays. But be able to come to the Holy Land as the guest of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should be the dream and the du'as of everybody. You should feel envious when someone has gone for Haji and you can ask yourself, Ya Allah, please appoint me, please select me to become your honored guest in the near future, Ya Allah. Kalau boleh nangislah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, panggil aku, Ya Allah. Do call me, Ya Allah. Inshallah, one day, Allah will open up the ways for you and you land on that land al-mukarramah insyaallah. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Islam, when there was nothing, no demarcation on the dunya map. The earth was known just as earth. There was no Singapore, there was no Malaysia whatsoever. But already Allah declared, Qala inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I'm going to appoint a king on the face of the earth. And that king known as Adam alayhi salatu wassalam and his queen Sayyidina Hawa will be meeting at a place so beautiful, so holy. And they will meet at a place known as Arafah. And after that, they will settle in the place known as Makkah al-Mukarramah. So their meeting place was at Arafah, and not far from Makkah, from Arafah, you can find a barren city with nothing there, and they were settling there. And Makkah, during the time of Nabi Muhammad and Nabi Adam, even Nabi Ibrahim, was the same actually. It was a land in a valley with no vegetation whatsoever. But again, Allah decided for that Khalifa and his wife to be able to stay in Makkah al-Mukarramah, bring forth many offsprings, many children, and they would thrive, akan semakin membiak. And that's been the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what more during the time of Nabi Ismail alayhi salatu wassalam, the holy well of Zamzam came into being. When that happened, I tell you, suddenly Makkah al-Mukarramah became a great city. Because water is a source of life. Without water, people can die. And with water coming out in abundance, people, many tribes, they came to Makkah al-Mukarramah seeking permission to stay there from Sayyidina Hajar. At the time that Ismail was too small. Hajar, they asked Hajar, can we share your water? And of course she invited all of them, and soon enough Makkah al-Mukarramah became a city. But brothers in Islam, there are many other beautiful places on earth. People quite often say Kashmir, the heaven on earth. Itu before bombing, kena bomb. Likewise, people did say about Lebanon, about Syria, one of the beautiful places on earth. Likewise, in Bhutan, somewhere near Tibet, cantik, undisturbed, untouched. But yet again, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose Makkah al-Mukarramah, where He will build His house for insan to do ibadah. Inna awwala baytin wudi'a lin-nas lalladhi bi Makkah. The first place of worship that Allah built for all mankind was in a place known as Makkah, also known as Makkah al-Mukarramah. Even until now, Makkah remains a desert. Makkah remains a desert. But it's only how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provided rizki, water, air, and food. They are all coming into Makkah al-Mukarramah by virtue of the dua of Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. When he left his wife and he left his son, Nabi Ismail, an infant still drinking from the mother's milk, he made dua that all the hearts of men, hati manusia, cenderung nak ke sana. They wanted to go there. It means to say every single one of us mesti ada kecenderungan. We want to go there. Don't ever say lah, dah pergi haji dah banyak kali Ustaz, tak payah pergi lagi. I think that is arrogant. Don't say I've been there many times, don't need to go. That's arrogant. Jangan kata demikian. One pakcik said like that, then sesat pula tu. Sesat. Dia sesat kat mana? Lupa. Satu kawasan dia sesat. Iyalah. Don't ever say I've been here many times already. So, for me, everything is familiar. Every single ziarah is a new experience. And Makkah and Medina changed a lot. But when we go there as the guests of Allah, behave ourselves as the guests of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jangan kocang naik, jangan sombong, and so on. Words of arrogance should not come from our mouth. Besides, kita pergi sana pun with Allah's will. Not because we got money, not because of this, because of that. But Allah takdirkan, you are appointed amongst many to become His guests. So we come there as the tamu Allah, as the guest of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What we call as Duyufur Rahman, the tamu Allah yang maha pemurah. The guest of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious, like that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose Makkah al-Mukarramah to be the place for Him to build His house, the Kaaba. The house of Kaaba, when people make around the Kaaba making their tawaf, sometimes this one you have to be very careful. There are people, the way they stare at the Kaaba is as if they thought the Kaaba is Allah. They want you must prevent them. The way they look macam apa tu? Macam Kaaba ni macam Tuhan kau. That one you must prepare. Be careful. That's wrong. Number two, people say Allah is inside the Kaaba. Pasal namanya Baitullah, rumah Allah. Orang yang tak pandai pun tahu Allah ni Akbar. How can Akbar Maha Besar go to that small place? Kapot lah kan? It's just symbolic. Symbolic. All masjid is the house of Allah. Why? It's specifically built for the worship of Allah. There shouldn't be any shirk in the place where you worship Allah. Itu understood lah. Takkan Allah dalam Kaabah pula kan? Dewan tak ada. That is wrong. So tell people this is just the arah of your salat, your kiblat. Tapi ini bukan Allah. Nanti orang ingatnya Allah je. Sampai sejadah pun ada bentuk Kaabah. Ya, sejadah ada bentuk Kaabah. People won't think that inilah Allah. When actually when you are in salat, Allah is seeing you, but you don't see Allah. Meaning to say, in this dunya, Allah is invisible to your eyes. But in akhirat, in Jannah, you see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah is not the Kaabah, Allah is not the Hajar Aswad. Until you mati, you want to go through and then kiss Hajar Aswad. As if, pasal ada orang bilang, Hajar Aswad itu macam tangan Allah bersalaman dengan penduduk dunia. Like Allah's hand making shake hand with the people of the dunya. Are you visualizing Allah's hand is a stone? Hello, everyone. When Allah is laisa kamithlihi syai'. Hajar Aswad is a makhluk of Allah. Allah created, Allah jadikan. It was initially white, asalnya putih. And over the years, due to wear and tear, it becomes black. Some ulama said because the black stone absorbs the sins of people who touches it, so it becomes black. Yeah. But what about the ladies who start? Only the men got to kiss Hajar Aswad. What about we, the men? Nabi taught the beloved wife, Sayyidina Aisha radhiyallahu anha, the best way. Don't have to rush with the men. Just istilah, Bismillahi Allahu Akbar, Walillahillah, kiss your head. Itu dah bagus. Even during Ramadan also, we make the doa as Nabi taught Sayyidina Aisha. Allahumma innaka afuwun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anna. So it looks like Sayyidina Aisha got all the best guidance which she shared with the ummah of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So far, nobody has even asked why the Kaaba must be in Makkah al-Mukarramah. Even no Sahabat also ever asked why Kaaba must be in Makkah al-Mukarramah. But of course, of late, some Muslimin, they make a replica of the Kaaba somewhere near Iran or near Iraq. Exactly the same. So to them, no need to go to Saudi Arabia. Just be there, enough for a while. Sama because their ulama make fatwa boleh tawaf in Iran or in Iraq, the same replica of the Kaaba, no need to go to Makkah al-Mukarramah. What a waste. What a waste. Allah made for us in Makkah al-Mukarramah, and all Nabi, when they perform their hajjis also, they will go tawaf around the Kaaba. And you want to make your tawaf somewhere else, be careful. Are you on the Sirat al-Mustaqim or not on the Sirat al-Mustaqim? That's dangerous and you cannot listen to anybody when it comes to certain issue. When your scholar said something wrong, farudduhu ilallahi wa rasulih, kembalikan kepada Allah dan Rasul. Did our Nabi tawaf somewhere else? Tak. He was making tawaf at the Mecca, at Kaabah. And how can you tawaf somewhere else? If you say you believe in Nabi, ikut yang Nabi buat. How can you tawaf somewhere else pula? And after that, people start reading lah. Boleh tawaf keliling kubur juga. Yeah? And Egypt is one we call as the kubur of Hussein. People even take tawaf around the kubur. Why is that so? Did our Nabi ever make tawaf around kubur? Or he only make tawaf around the Kaabah only, kan? But again, our Muslimah, they are very good. After tawaf around the Kaabah, and they can also tawaf around Big Daud and all the shopping centers. Tapi itu tawaf lain lah. Itu tawaf ada tawaf menawar lah. Dia berapa rial? They want different lah, ya. So therefore, brothers in Islam, nobody ever ask. Nobody ever ask. But because Allah made Kaabah as a place of His worship, His house is there, Hajar al-Aswad is there, Maqam Ibrahim there, Egypt is there, and all there, people will become jealous. People will become jealous because of the virtue of Mecca, and likewise the people of Mecca, they became very prosperous. They got respect from all people coming to Mecca al-Mukarramah. Even the Quraysh, they gained prominence because they were known as the protector, Khadimul Kaabah, penjaga Kaabah. Wow, it became a very great honor. And the family of Abdul Muttalib got the honor of Siqaya. Siqaya mana beri minum pada jemaah haji. Siqaya is giving water to the jemaah because Abdul Muttalib was the one who rediscovered. At Nabi's time, the Zamzam water was there. But after a long time of abundance, it got buried. Hilang. Nobody knew the spot. Abdul Muttalib got the drink and he traced, and the Zamzam water was rediscovered. But it was covered with some idol at the top. They took out all the idols and they found the water right there. They dig slightly deeper, then a gush of water came out. Until now, since the time of Abdul Muttalib, until now, it's still producing water. But from the time of Nabi Ismail, when it stopped, nobody knows. After that, there was no mention of Zamzam water, only during the time when Abdul Muttalib was alive. And most ulama said, Abdul Muttalib, during his early years, he was worshipping the idols of the ancestors. But after rediscovering the Zamzam water, he made a vow never to worship anyone else except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He came back to the religion of monotheism, worshipping only one God, one Allah sahaja. So therefore, brothers in Islam, people were jealous, and that made the Roman jealous of them, of Makkah and Mukarramah. Abraha was from Ethiopia, daripada Habasha, but he was a Christian, and he was assigned to go to Yemen, as a general, and they wanted to divert people's worship from Makkah now to Yemen. So they make a very big temple, a very big place of worship. People who stay there, people who journey there, Musafir, got free accommodation, free food. All these are some of the perks they want people to divert from Makkah there. But again, people are not coming. People are not coming because the hearts of the Arab, hati orang-orang Arab, attached to the Kaabah. Even when Nabi after Isra Mi'raj, he was given the Kaabah, Al-Aqsa, his heart still desire doa, then why can I have Kaaba, Ya Allah, as my Qibla, which Allah only changed after 18 months of ibadah facing the Al-Aqsa. So the hearts of the Arab, they were still to the Kaaba. Then Abraha was commanded by the Roman, attacked Makkah and Mukarramah, of course, to destroy the Kaaba. At that time, in the Kaaba, as far as I know, the Kaaba was there, but unfortunately, inside the Kaaba, there have been many idols too. Banyak idols, maybe approximately 360 idols. 360 idols. Some say because there were 363 tribes, 363 puak. So each puak bawa Tuhan masing-masing. Each tribe brought their own God. And some people say it was made like that to signify a year. So there's 360 gods. One God will rule for one day. Besok another God, besok another God, besok another God. Banyak Tuhan dia tu. So one God will rule for one day. Hari ini, right? Tuhan mana yang charge yang ini? Oh, okay. Sebagai dia. Besok, this one. Like that lah. This was brought about by a man from Bani Khuza'ah. His name was Amr bin Luhai al-Khuzai. You know the Arabs have been fighting with one another for power. And then when Amr bin al-Khuzai from the Bani Khuza'ah, he was made as a king. And as king also, even though they were kings, but the Arab, they like to travel. Like the Shita, it was sight. Yeah? They like to travel during the hot season, to the cooler season to the warmer places lah, like that. Kawan Majin, sihat? Baik, lama tak nampak? Itulah. Duduk. Yeah. So what happened, when Amr bin Luhai al-Khuzai went to Sham, but the exact place is not known. Because the time Sham was a conglomerate of few countries like Lebanon, Jordan, Syria, and Palestine. So Sham can be anywhere with three countries. Now Palestine is part of Sham also. Palestine is part of Sham. But now we say Sham is Syria. We say Sham is known as Syria. Apa namanya? ISIS kan? Islamic State Islam macam itulah, ada nama Syria sebenarnya tu So he went there and he saw people worshipping idols. And when he saw them worshipping idols, he was fascinated. It looks like ada naluri semula jadi, like inborn trait in every one of us. Macam ada kecenderungan pada benda-benda salah. Ya, because Allah had taught us fa'alhamaha fujuraha wa taqwaha. Insan diajar baik buruk. You have to choose, but don't make the wrong choices because you've been sent a Nabi and a Kitab. Kan? So when you've been sent to a Nabi and a Kitab, you still choose the wrong path, you are solely to be blamed. So that in this case, takdir, yes. When he saw they were worshipping idol, so he was fascinated. Even when some Sahabat, when they become Muslim, in the battle of Bani Hawazin, they were on the way to the people of Bani Hawazin, which comprise of the mountainous area and plus the people of Taif. And they saw right in front of them, some Mushrikin were worshipping a tree, poko. Yeah? And they hang their weapons on the branches, believing from the ground, power will come to the branches and put power into their sword, and by doing so in the battle, they will not be defeated. what they call as Dhatu Anwad. Dhatu Anwad. This new sahabat, which is become Muslim, iman orang belum 45 belum kuat kan. He said, Ya Rasulullah, ij'al lana kama lahum dhatu anwad. Make for us as they have that tree, namanya dhatu anwad. But this dhatu anwad has got nothing to do with Christmas tree. Tak ada kena-mengena pun. Some people say, Ustaz, is it true some pokok attract syaitan? Nabi didn't say anything. Because you percaya pun peringin ada, syaitan suka tinggal situ. Because you percaya, but if you don't believe, he said, every tree is the makhluk of Allah. Semua sama. Kan? Even daun pandan pun tidak tinggal pun boleh juga. So, when you believe, then it will happen like what you believe. But every tree is the same. So Nabi said, you are saying, like the ummah of Nabi Musa said, apa ummah Nabi Musa ever said, when they were being delivered away from Fir'aun to a safe place, and they saw people worshipping idols. The ummah of Nabi Musa, who had been saved, so being grateful, syukur pada Allah, got food from paradise, manna and salwa. Even the ummah of Nabi Isa minta al-ma'idah min as-sama, hidangan dari langit, food spread from paradise. Tak dapat tau, because Nabi Isa told Allah, don't bring it. So it has Surah Al-Ma'idah. Can your God, Ya Isa, bring food from paradise? Because it comes with a warning. Allah said, Inni munazziluha, I'll bring it. But if you don't believe, I'll punish you with a punishment I've never punished the ummah before you. And Nabi Isa is skeptical. Jarang tahu ada Nabi yang macam tak yakin dengan iman umatnya. Nabi Isa tak confident. Said, Ya Allah, don't bring it. I fear they will makan after they forget. Okay? So don't ask for too much favor. Tapi you tak boleh tahu apa itu yang janji, problem nanti. The azab is azab that Allah never azab the ummah before us. And then bukan Nabi Musa, without asking, they got manna and salwa. Masya Allah. And this effluent from paradise. Itu pun dia jelak kemudian hari. Then they saw some people worshipping idol, and they asked Nabi Musa, Ya Nabi Musa, can you make for us God like they have their God? Jadi don't ever desire for something yang berbentuk agama kan. Tuhan macam Tuhan orang lain, barang sembahan dan sembahan orang lain, jangan. We only got it. We worship only Allah. How to worship Allah? Pray 5 times a day. That's the basic. To pray 5 times a day, to salat to Allah, besides doing your Quran, etc., etc. So Allah Subhanahu wa Taala made Makkah so glorious, so respectable that Abraha was commanded by the Roman Empire to attack Makkah al-Mukarramah. Then they were traveling on elephants, but Yaman ada elephant ke? At the time, Yaman was only having business with India. Yang ada apa? The spice trading. So maybe they brought in many elephants from India, maybe from Thailand also. Wallahu a'lam lah. Because Yaman tak ada elephant. Yaman tak ada elephant. Likewise Saudi Arabia, no elephant also. Yang ada cuma apa? Camel. Orangnya unta. And kambing of course lah. Then biawak dog. Banyak orang nak beli dog, nak makan dog. Nabi tak makan, why you want to makan? Yes, Nabi said it is not haram. Cuma Nabi not familiar, it didn't come from his village. Khalid bin Walid caught the dog somewhere outside Makkah. But Mekah itself, no dog. So Nabi tak biasa makan dog. So when someone ate the dog, like a bear or like a big lizard like that, given to Nabi, Nabi beli. Tapi tak haram. Khalid asked, is it haram, Ya Rasulullah? No, but except it did come from my village. So some things bukan haram, cuma Nabi tak familiar with it. Rabu Islam that Abraham came, but unfortunately their steps was stopped by Allah at a place known as Wadi Muhassir, between Muzdalifah and Mina. And the elephant cannot move, totally cannot move. Then Abraham was also wondering why he was eager to move towards Mecca. But suddenly there, the other elephant wanted to stop. And when they forced the elephant to go forward, the elephant simply wants to go back, U-turn. So they knew something is going to happen. And after we all knew what Allah said, Alam tara kaifa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. Didn't you see what your Lord did to the soldiers of the elephant? They were destroyed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at a place known as Wadi Muhassir. So if you ever go to Wadi Muhassir, you can't be there. Tak salah lah. But don't camp there. Don't lama-lama situ lah. For you to be there and to imagine, oh, this was the place Abraham camped, and then they were attacked by birds known as Ababil, and then Ababil counted them with stones from hell until they were all reduced to Faja'alahum Ka'asfin Ma'kul. Maka mungkin dari seperti daun yang dipunya. Daun yang dipunya, bagi siri dulu kan, siri kan. Dipunya makan, dibuang like that, like shoot leaves. Like daun and this liver, punya and throw away. Tak tahu lah from when our kampung makcik and pakcik started eating siri pun tak tahu. Budaya mana diikut pun tak tahu lah. Wallahu a'lam bissawab. And don't eat the siri, it is not nice. It is cancerous, it can cause tongue cancer. Ia diakibatkan banyak tongue cancer. I see many of our Bangla brothers still eating pan. I say, brother, don't eat pan, it is haram. Because it can cause tongue cancer. Yeah? Wallahu a'lam bissawab. We'll continue on with the story with regards to the history of Makkah al-Mukarramah. And there was just the beginning. Inshallah, we'll take a few weeks to do it. Inshallah, if Allah wills, umur panjang, kita jumpa lagi. Amin, 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 ya Rabbal Alamin. And we close with the Tasbih Kafaram. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Sekian saja, wa billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you everybody. Allah bless you.